back up. Back up, back up, back up. What's up, guys? Mulix here. For the first time in 10 years, 15 years, for the first time ever in my computer career, Western Digital hard drive started to fail. Call Guinness. Call fucking Guinness. Hello, Guinness? How's it going? Hi, Guinness? How's it going? Steven, why are you holding a battery to your fucking ear as a phone? This is not a battery. This is not a battery. It's a fucking grinder. For the first time, Western Digital failed. Okay? I was defragging my hard drives. I was doing my regular maintenance. I woke up, the defrag was done because I do a safe mode full defrag. And I went into MS config. I took off the safe mode boot. I rebooted. And when I rebooted, for some reason I wasn't seeing my main storage drive that has all my music, all my videos, has all my games, has all my applications. Everything's on there. Everything. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? Holy shit, it's not recognizing it. Blah, blah, blah. Reboot. Fucking unplug the hard drive, plug it in. The BIOS isn't seeing it now. Windows isn't seeing it now. Then all of a sudden the BIOS did see it, but Windows didn't see it. It was this whole fucking thing. Eventually, I got Windows to fucking see the drive again. Okay, and for some reason, it got the drive letter. Like this is how I have my setup right now. I have my operating system drive, my C drive, my main storage D drive. Then I have another storage E drive. This is the Western Digital black drive. This is a HGST 500 gig 2.5 inch from a PS4. When I upgraded a PS4 hard drive, I put the old one in the computer. Okay, and then now you see I have an external hard drive here that's new. I'll get into that in a second. This is my flash drive I got plugged in right now. That's my phone because I'm using my phone for internet. I'm tethering. Alright, but the drive letter got changed. This D got changed to like a fucking... This got changed to F, and then it got changed to G or whatever, and then my DVD drive got changed to F or whatever it was. So now the hard drive was there, all my programs were there, but the computer wasn't able to access it because it's looking for a different drive letter. So I had to go into disk management. I had to... the DVD burner got changed to D, and then the storage drive got changed to F. So now all the programs are looking at this burner drive, but that drive is really the letter of my storage drive. So I had to go into disk management. I changed the DVD letter to like J or some shit. Then I changed the FD drive back to D. Changed the DVD burner back to F, rebooted, and then everything was fine. It was finding everything. So I'm like, alright, that was kind of weird. Now let me do an error check and a sector repair. Let it search for bad sectors and do a sector repair. So I scheduled a disk check, I reboot, I let it do the disk check, and right away I notice it's not doing it right. It's hanging on 5%. It's hanging. No clusters are moving at all. It's just fucking hanging there. So I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So I just reboot. I canceled the check because it's not going to sit. And a few days later, I actually tried to do a disk check, and I let it sit. I went out to Best Buy for like 3 hours. I was driving around going places, and I came back. It didn't move at all. So then I knew for sure. All right. Anyway, I'm like, okay, my first Western Digital drive is failing. This computer's on every single day. It's running all day long. That's the main storage drive. It's being accessed and accessed and accessed and accessed all the time. So for 3 years on it, I'm not going to complain, alright? I'm not. The thing's on. Most people aren't on a computer like I am. They're not running it how I run it. So 5-year warranty, that's another thing about Western Digital. You can't beat that warranty, guys. Okay? Seagate sucks. Stay away from Seagate. I've said it before. Has the highest failure rate. Every computer I repaired that had a hard drive problem was a Seagate when it got down to it. My cousin's laptop was, when you booted on, it was Vista, I think, at the time. You booted in, it would say, intimate, hard drive, back up your data immediately. So the computer was warning me the hard drive's going. So when I eventually, got my uncle to say, hey, this is when I was living in Florida, so they came down to visit one year. I said, leave the laptop with me, give me your credit card number, I'll order the drive, and then, because my aunt was coming back in a few weeks, and I said, I'll give the laptop to you when you come back. So I ordered the drive, blah, 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 the drive came, I went to remove the old drive, Seagate. Seagate, go figure. Every fucking time there's a problem, Seagate. The computer downstairs. This computer here, it's like a little mini Dell Spyron, whatever the fuck you say. That hard drive died in there. It doesn't boot into the hard drive at all. It doesn't see the hard drive, completely dead. I opened it up, Seagate. 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 All the fucking time. Seagate fucking fails. Anyway, called Western Digital. Said, hey, I got some bad unreadable sectors on here. The hard drive's failing. My first time in a long time. I want to get a replacement sent out so I can transfer everything before it's too late. And the guy was real nice. He's like, listen, we got two options. The first option, he's like, I know the second option is what you're gonna want to do, but the first option is you send us the defective drive, we receive it, we send you out a replacement. That's not gonna work for me. I can't send you the drive if I don't have a drive to put everything on. Okay? Now if I had an external at that time, which I didn't, I could have done that. I could have just transferred it to the external and ran off the external until that new one came. But second option was to lay out the money for the drive. They send you the new drive, you send the broken one back, and then the hold comes off the funds. It was a lot less than I thought. I thought it was going to be like 100 something. It was only 47.75 or some shit. So whatever. So I did that. They sent me the drive. It came in this box here. But this is the bad one that I already taped back up. It's going to Kentucky. I taped it nice. I put RMA on 3 sides of the box. That's what they said to do. Taped it real nice. Taped the label on it. And so my plan was to put both drives in and just copy and paste to the other drive, because you don't really want to clone or do an image of a bad drive, because it's gonna, those bad sectors, or it's gonna go, sectors are physical to the drive, but you still run into errors trying to copy stuff from a bad sector. It could, freeze the whole thing or whatever. You don't want to do that. So I was gonna cut, drag and drop everything that I knew was good, that I really wanted. But I couldn't do that. It didn't work because my motherboard, for some reason, is real picky with the SATA cables, whatever, that I use. Only 2 of them work with Western Digital drives, and those two are in use. And I don't have enough cables to run everything else, so I wasn't able to do it. So I was forced to get an external hard drive. My boy hooked it up. My boy works at this little mini computer, this privately owned computer repair shop. So he gave me a Western Digital Passport, one of these little guys, for like $20, and they're normally like $60. So it's a 1 terabyte. It's not that big. He didn't, he wasn't gonna give me like a 4 terabyte for 20. He couldn't do that. So I said, all right, give me the 1 terabyte. The drives. There's only like 600 gigs of data on the drive. I don't need a 4 terabyte. Even a 4 terabyte would be nice. I don't need it. I'm hardly ever going to use this thing once it's all done anyway. So I came home, I plugged up the Passport, installed the drivers real quick. It was nice. The thing works great. I mean, 2 thumbs up for this. My Passport. I'm telling you, Western Digital's great. Now they had those other ones. They had Seagate portable external hard drives. Yeah, like I'm gonna fucking get the Seagate. Fuck that. Even when I upgraded the PlayStation 4, okay, I sacrificed a whole terabyte to get the Western Digital black drive, a 1 terabyte black 2.5 inch for the when I had it, because when I had it, that's when I upgraded it. So I sacrificed a terabyte to have the better brand drive, the better warranty, the better speed, everything's better. I could have got a 2 terabyte Seagate, but why would I risk it? 2-3 months down the road, it fucking fails. I lose all my games, all my saves. Fuck that. Fuck that, motherfucker. Now I got an external hard drive. I can back up PS3, PS4, everything now. I got a little external hard drive. It's great. So I came home. I came home, and this is what I did. I can't do it now because it's already done. But I opened my Passport drive like this, and then I opened my D drive like this, and ignore this in here, just pretend this isn't here on over here, and inside here I made the same folder. I made a My Documents folder and a Programs folder, and inside the document folder over here I made a music, a pictures, and a video folder. Is what I did. Or I could have just dragged the whole folder, but there were certain things I didn't want to drag over, so that's why I did it manually. I copied all this like this, and I dragged this all over in my documents. Then I took these 3 and I dragged it over. Then inside my music, I made sure I wanted all of it. I dragged it over. All that music took like 12 gigs of music. It only took like fucking 2 minutes. It was amazing. All the pictures I took. In the videos, I went and deleted some of the movies that I haven't really watched. I scrapped like a good amount of good amount of data there that I didn't need, and I copied that over. So now I had everything in my documents over there. Then I made a Programs file x86 folder over here, and then every few I did like maybe 10 or 12 at a time. And I copied all my programs over. And then when I got to like GTA 5, I did that by itself. And then I did a few more clunks, and then I did WoW by itself and stuff. Then once all that was done, everything's like an hour and a half to back it all up. It wasn't that bad at all. Once that was done, I went ahead and shut down. I swapped the drives. I came back in. I made sure that the new replacement drive was letter D. Okay, and then opened it up, did the same thing, made the folders that I wanted, and then copied everything back the same exact way. So now we're back. I have a ton of more space. I gained a lot of space by moving over, getting rid of the bad shit I didn't need, and all the shit that was a little bit of shit that was lost in the other sectors. So now I have almost 600 gigs free out of a terabyte on this drive, which is great because this was almost full. This was like up to here. So in here I just have the stuff that I had. I got my program files. I got everything back running great. I then hooked the old drive back up and formatted it and put it in this box to send it back. Now I'm doing backups. So far I have this backup here. This is my OS backup. That means that's my C drive. I made an image of my C drive, my OS, my operating system, in case I ever get which I'm never gonna happen. I don't get infected. I'm too good for that. But if it ever happens, someone on my computer and they fucked me up and I made an image of it. Now I'm making an image of my D drive, which is everything that I just had. I'll make an image in the future, but right now I'm just backing up what's there. I'll have to do another one in the future. And then after I back up the D drive, I'm maybe gonna back up my C drive. Maybe not everything. I mean E drive. Maybe not everything in the E drive, because like as you see, I found the iPod that belonged to my cousin down in Florida, and she has like tons of like old school fucking music on here, like Destiny's Child, like just shit from like the fucking 1999, 2001, 2002, like
when I was fucking in middle school and shit, like just a bunch of fucking shit. So I was able to access that iPod folder without iTunes, which was a little tricky, but I was able to do it. And that's 3.5 gigs, 9,000 songs from off of it that I kept. Then I have VOD completed movies. These are all movies that were converted to DVD files. So, for example, like, the movie, for example, The Wolf of Wall Street, right? That's a video TS folder. Those are actual DVD files. So when I burn this as a DVD video, and you put it in like a regular DVD player on your TV in the living room, it's gonna play like a normal movie with sections and menus and stuff. It's not like actually no, these don't play like that. These they just play in a DVD player, but they just start like a DVD. There's no menus or anything, because what those were was those were like these, like regular AVI files, an MP4 or an AVI that was converted into VOBs and stuff to burn on a DVD to play it as a regular DVD player. Yeah, you can just burn an AVI or whatever, but it's not going to work in your DVD player unless your DVD player plays like MPEG and AVI, but then it's not even going to play the way you want it to play. You want it to just put it in and it sort of auto starts like a real DVD. So those are what those are. And that's 126 gigs of that. And I got more pictures and download. This is where all my downloads go from Firefox. They go to the E drive. They go to the E drive. Then I got backups. I have a cell phone backup here that have more pictures on it. More pictures from a cell phone backup. AirDroid backup. Nothing in there. Batman vs Superman. Does that even work? Yeah, that works. I never even watched it. But yeah, Sweet 16. My cousin's Sweet 16. I copy for her. And just, that's what we're doing. So we got about a half hour left of this backup. And that's really it. That's the story. Western Digital.